half of Haven.
There's minimal cardio that we can do. It's all good.
Map and
it's just part of the challenge. Okay, KRU on defense, NRG on attacking. At the moment, it's 3-1 for the pistols.
Quick control over towards Showers and even further than that.
And we got quick flanks as well. NRG are going to all jump through this at the same time or over it.
Got one raid boss, that's it.
Yeah, not a huge fan of that.
I say that's it. That's normally quite a lot these days. Skydog went out towards long, didn't spot any. We got double Showers hose, and they get the plant down with no competition.
That
was nice and easy.
Trying to get active,
they
trying to get mobile.
3-person push spawn. Good luck, Prius. Who are we choosing?
Giving up the at least feel of this round here, placing the backs as well towards the classics.
There's a lot
in
going
hand
on
for
there.
KRU, flipping it. 3 versus 3, anti-flash here. Vanessa, no clearance into the corner, but the trade in sight at least for Shy. Backing away now, Mada wants to play time with the rest of his team.
Molly.
It's a difficult one at that. Nade rebounding this way and to the side. KRU!
Oh, I'm looking at how people are using the frenzy, thinking, man, maybe frenzy really is the one these days. Whoa!
So close.
Damn, that's close. I actually thought they had it. I was actually yapping about a frenzy.
Oh. I mean, man, Shy gets the 3K on that one, but it's just not enough.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, the time.
The time's getting away from that nade. I mean, that's celebration's a little bit too early.
Oh, no, the realization.
Like the circle is shrinking. And NRG, they take away these pistol rounds.
And they get a second pistol.
I mean, this is what got them off to a great start versus 100 Thieves as well. In a different fashion, honestly. It was Mada kind of taking over.
Yeah, Mada getting an ace, getting an ultimate online round 3 with a showstopper. This time it's just Verno and Psalm with the big buys coming in with a Phantom and Vandal, respectively. Just running out on the
Gonna be tilted after that. Oh, yeah, no doubt.
It's really important these days on Bind. You want to try and deny these ult orbs, but not to the expense of your life.
Yeah, because Bind's one of those maps, sort of like a fracture, like a split, where usually all the comps you're playing just have all of the full exec ultimates. Yeah. Which means that when you're, especially on the attacking side, and you're winning the early rounds, you can get there online real quick.
Give this guy the plan too. Really wanted to min-max it. It's coming out wide here. Horn is at least dealt with. Doing a lot of damage to Mada. Okay. Kisnit taking off the head of Som. Everyone rebounding. Double up. You are potentially lining up damage.
Guys,
more than done.
Mada's
this is a classic in the hand of
HP.
Adverso, and it's done a lot of steady work here. Mada's down to the 2 HP a little bit prior. Feels like he can't really take that fight. And KRU repositioning, almost expecting a TP play.
I think they're reading that Finesse probably lurked through A. But the weird thing is, like, there's a Vandal down long. Finesse could go for if he wants to. He's just clearing the site, paving the way.
Oh, this is...
Oh, my goodness. Did you see the barrel?
They see the barrel. Surely, surely they do. Finesse is done.
2 HP.
Dusted up, 2 HP for Manta. The rifle cannot save you there. After all that good work, singing the praises.
That first Kesnit shot, though, was wild.
It's KRU, they're just going to undo it.
So
it
much
gets
damage.
Worse, by the way, if Adverso runs too long, there's a Vandal there for you, buddy.
Did they even know that?
I mean, they got killed by it, but...
No, that shot is outrageous,
at the end of the day, they're still going to be able to buy up. That is just devastating.
Just pinging
the combination of the stall between the Viper Wall, the paint shell Kesnit sent out.
Pieces going wrong for them.
I'm
curious about it. Did they manage to reclaim the rifle? Ended up going to the replay, but...
I don't think so. I
think
they were busy standing up celebrating. That's fine. They can
yeah,
buy
when they had
guns.
the TP, I think they thought they were doing like a... Used to be like an old CS strat where you go like aggro with 3, then have 2 hiding on site, and maybe they thought it was that after they got the double kill. And then 1 was here, but they didn't really go aggro, they just shone through smokes.
But priority being towards these orbs, not enough to clear them off the angle.
So NRG full force down. It's not just a half bind. It's because Mada was only 1 off the orbs. They throw that
they
pop
fully
flash,
go
Mada
into
gets
this
that
though.
ability.
So Mada,
and now round 3 again.
getting the orb on showers gets we got Kesnit, and Kesnit can one-shot everyone again. I feel like we've been here a couple of times.
Yeah, they've definitely got just a different philosophy going on. I mean, they've been forcing these guns no matter what.
So far, it has not worked at all. But it would really set their bind off on a bad foot to lose the anti.
I mean, does Mazzino see and does he get away with the peak?
as you mentioned already, there's a lot of danger here
Too.
in the round. Mada spotted as well, and does have that ult.
And
In the back
they got the
pocket,
wall over
showstopper.
towards Hooker as well. Rotate comes in, and it is the outlaw. Mada's absolutely sent it.
Stop this! No consideration. The Shy could be into that angle. The fuse just steadily running out, and not enough there. He's just walking straight into them.
Yeah, he didn't want to let them know that he was close on this one, and that was a clean round, really. They lost one. Money's really good right now. And NRG, 2 in a row. Everyone's sitting at like, what?
Everything that could go wrong did go wrong.
Plus, maybe.
I mean, first of all, Shy just ratting up in that smoke. Then no one playing elbow, so the ultimate just ends up timing out. And there's no way Ethan can get out alone. He's relying on those players in Hookah to be able to jump out with a flash from to support. I mean, you can just see it on the face of the people here in the crowd. It's just heartbreaking for NRG round after round to see it slip away
did
like
good
that.
to get the info, though. That meant that the rotate could come in because now.
NRG just going back to that flow chart of fighting for orb control, see if they can farm up the ults onto the attack side here. But KRU, steady hands. You're on land, so you can hold these pixel angles. And they're baiting out the wall as well. This Vyse setup.
Yeah, dude, this is the wall that's on like the... I can't even remember what this is. Little plant pot thing or whatever it is. And you can kind of see the feet if they go too close to it.
Finding where that Vyse utility is going to be, baiting it out, regrouping for your recycle of your KO knife, your info from the Fade as well, to get those rehits going. I think their actual B execs with the knife have looked pretty good so far. I mean, they didn't get out last time, but the knife's been clearing everything.
Similar round to before, but this time it looks like we're going to have 4 long. Oh no, literally same round. Same round, but instead they're trying to capitalize on the pass and jump peeking. But Mazzino was on top of this, played further back, dodges the C's, does go down.
Okay, the spam is going to be helping it out, but you do anything to stop these bullets.
Oi.
Walls in your faces, and it's just instinctual.
Another one in you?
Rings around them.
30 seconds left.
Som left to do the most here. Spots the barrel
out.
Hits
that was
head 2 through the wall, but
what the?
Narrowly escaping. A bit of spam coming his way. But the spike has dropped down with 18 seconds left. You don't want to save the sheriff into the next. No, we won't.
KRU have got some money.
Getting so much closer to these ultimates.
So much money. So much money. Kesnet won away from his ult.
Saved here by Kesnet towards the end.
Shy went away from his ult. They could definitely give me a good amount of talk about the ults at the moment. I'm pretty sure
this round that's coming up is going to be the make or break for this half. Because like you're saying, those ultimates for probably 6 players in the server right now are just 1 or 2 off.
Yep.
It's also going to be a swing round in terms of the money for NRG. So look, if KRU win this, or if KRU lose this, it's not the end of the world for them.
Yeah, there's definitely so much talk about the orbs. As you can see, NRG want to go for their punish of the orb over towards long, and this is the one they go for. KRU, smoke down, they want to hold over towards showers.
Attack side up. Game plan called. This is the Punisher jump spot.
And as soon as they see some kind of pressure over towards long, we have the rotate of Kesnet, and Kesnet has an op, and if he gets a kill, obviously that's all.
NRG might be looking for, you know, sort of a fake attempt into this B site. Move back into A with the
probably seeing an op v op battle here. And this is literally going to be Kesnet's shot into Mazzino flashing and then swinging also.
There's a minute left onto the clock. Seekers popped off.
Okay, at least it was.
Used it to get back and away, and it gives him the acknowledgement he needed.
Yeah, really good timing on that.
I think the wall. Okay, very nice. I was gonna say, I think the wall might have been a mistake, but it was actually just a bait. And Kesnet gets out of there, just pops an ult. Nearly hits it went beyond him.
Doesn't actually connect onto any players here. NRG called for a pause. This is good discipline in the moment.
They're gonna tank this nade.
Wall going down.
They're going to tank this nade.
But do they choose to take it? Contact plays potentially there. Sees in the hands of one of the players. Out through the back now and out onto the site. NRG going to try and make a good go at this, but the spike has been dropped down into the laps of these players.
There's 4 people here. There's no pressure around the map.
Got it on full lockdown.
They got to default a little bit, no?
And the options down to absolutely nothing. The money has to be saved.
Nope. Got to get out of there. I mean, honestly, the way KRU have been staggering their utility over towards the B side is exactly what they need. First of all, you got Adverso playing on the A side of the map.
Same
so he's
round,
playing on the opposite side of his wall.
They got a default.
So that even though
they're trying to take away the gun.
Crazy. He's playing on the other side, so even though this keeps hitting 3 players on site, their wall never goes down.
The problem
so
is,
first of all, we get that
I feel like they're doing, and they're not doing the worst game plan for a Vyse right now.
At the same time,
like just going for a set 3-2 site hit every single time. Like they gotta find the wall, they gotta default. They've like maybe even gotta invest a smoke to get long to maybe see if the wall's there.
Silver lining for them is that I guess the showstopper got expended, wasted by Kesnit's side, or was it a waste if it just caused a pause in the round? Maybe not. Still, timeout is called here for NRG because they're not really getting the same lightning start that they were hoping for, like they did on the second half of Haven. Winning that pistol round and just turning it into a string of rounds where they were basically uninterrupted until the tail end of that map. This is a little bit different. Timeout has to be called here to get.
So yeah, the Vyse makes you default, right? The Vyse, because of the Vyse wall.
Yeah, it's tough too, because the
Vyse wall just makes you default because a Vyse setup is just too strong to decide yet. Right, and if you guess wrong, you gamble wrong, you go into the Vyse, you're pretty much gonna have one isolated on site, maybe 2 here worst situation, and they should probably wreck the one. So the Vyse forces you to default, and I feel like NRG are getting punished for not doing that. Like we saw it earlier, right, where Mada sent it towards elbow. Everyone else has to wait behind here. These 2 lost, and then these 2 are isolated, waiting for the wall to go down. And they go for the same. Okay, this is kind of interesting because they do go for the same strat, but they're trying to hope that KRU are like gonna overthink what they're actually gonna do and maybe put the wall over towards A.
Especially the attack side, you should be winning more rounds on attack on bind.
So they're pretty much doing the exact same thing, but they're hoping that KRU would have made an adjustment that means that they can now force into sight.
Just spamming randomly. Still, the flash is good with the connection. Steel Garden has to be offloaded. Any sort of safety to be found with it. Wall even being triggered there. FNS looking like he wants to try and hop over the top of it if he can. The players manage to take control of this, and with a Nightfall now scattering off from the side, and is putting pep in the step with the NRG players, but they can't quite get inside these smokes. Doesn't matter, the sound cues are cut away entirely. Rifle play needs to reign supreme, and Shy is just running a miracle onto the site, or is he? Still,
big 1v1.
Time has been bought, and the Verso
big 1v1.
Through the fight into the back of halls and brings to that 1v1. Ethan is the Guardian to work with.
Very nice, and that's why he has the highest clutch percentage apparently, and out of every player.
Ethan's been so calm.
Jeffrey 149147 with the prime. Thank you so much for that, dude. I appreciate that. And FC Buck also with the prime. Thank you so much, you two. Welcome to the Slug Club. Thank you for the prime.
It's just absolute pandemonium here on site. Shy finding
24%. He lost one earlier, so it's probably about the same.
Had no business getting that. Then Ethan, the way he sort of
he lost one on
the
Haven.
Smoke and top sight with finesse.
When he went to save from Heaven.
The round. Actually, I think he decided not to go for the op at the end of the day, but
gotta pay attention to this one, chat. Also, the timeout fake worked pretty well.
Ethan's got his online. Psalms one
or people that can't buy next, and this is them going for more of a default. This is nice. Pressure over towards long.
Just trying to punish this low plays up.
Trying to set one over towards.
Just about escape.
The pace change out of this timeout
Lamps with the wall.
Impressive. NRG last round, the fast B hit. This time the lurk into again, setting up for a B pop.
You're crazy for that. Oh my god, Shy.
Shy is 9 and 3.
The back of God knows what. Flash also getting that connection.
And oh my god, 10 and 3.
Said it earlier, but it is just purely instinctual. He just knows the time
he's just
rattling away with the bullets.
He's just
on Abyss, this guy was on
he's locking down B right now.
NRG.
Yeah.
And NRG, I mean, this wasn't even the Vyse, really, other than the flash giving him info that someone's over there.
The only option is to go over towards B. Players are stacking.
But again, the stall, I mean, the combination of Vyse, Viper here, and Ob holding down Hookah.
Yeah, this is a nice comp from KRU, honestly. Just slotting the Vyse into the normal comp. I feel like Vyse Viper does so hard to hit a sight.
Shy's such a rat!
Yeah, this is a pause, though.
They're spamming it away. There's an awareness there. Grimult in through the back now, orbital strike. Is that going to be enough to push them into the fight?
This was sick from them. All that went down, and they know that it had a little area of safety here, so they just spam it. What an ult from Som.
Now NRG with control of the site, and FNS trying to teach them a lesson of himself. Adverso though, quick, rapid for the approach. 36 health for Adverso. This is all locked down by NRG. Surely it is. Surely they anticipate something of this. What is that?
What's that?
Not even close.
Oh, yeah, not even close.
All right,
How's he done that
I
one?
mean,
Light work, light work, light work. Okay, okay.
a quick little flick there.
Okay.
Just
Yeah, show me the POV.
His ultimate too, right into back
I mean, his ult was the
sight, and
reason they
then
won the
both him
round.
and Finesse are spamming the only pocket players could be swinging
Yeah,
them in.
it's very smart. The only possible places where they could survive.
That's it.
With this.
Oh.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah,
that's nice.
My honest reaction.
Okay.
Crazy.
We'll give him that one.
Straight into it.
Hello.
Straight into it. We're not slowing down.
He's still hitting Verno with those shots, by the way.
Oh
What
my
is this
goodness.
game at the moment? Is it one of these?
Just the 56.
Feels like it's one of these.
Play up through short, get the thorns to pop off, and there you
1-2
go.
that
Give it the
can't
timing
buy
that you
next
needed.
with a loss, so they're going to have to win
Rebounding
another
it back. This is a
3v5,
dire
which that
start
round
for
was
NRG through the
before.
round.
Sky flashed through the teleporter, saw no one there, so crew are
Quiet
fully
Lucker,
ready for
thank
the
you so
walk
much for the
into A
gifted,
short.
bro. Appreciate that.
Also,
Thank you for doing that.
I mean, I don't know what he's trying to spot with this one, but still, players have looked up onto the line, and Naverso is ready to cut them up. Rifle in hand, Melzer at his back.
Sure.
Flawless. But at the beginning of
Sure.
that, I mean, listen, we missed the setup.
Well,
but
just when their money was getting a little bit
game
low,
plans
they
here.
win a round, and I'm not even sure they used any
Yeah, I want to
util.
watch Kesnet spam people down through smokes again.
They probably used a little bit.
It just seems to be the name of the play for crew. Again, just fighting over the extremities. Be long, deep smoke like this.
Yeah,
try and fight
okay.
for the orb, try and get it early. A bit of spam to protect, just in case.
Yeah, so it's not like NRG were spamming
Yeah, I mean, maybe they have
through
some
with
kind of read on
Odins
this.
and-
Who knows?
and outlaws and things
Yeah.
that you could trade.
They didn't have to invest that much, though.
and you
Look at
just
that.
shot them anyways.
Verso choosing
Cool.
to upgrade his light armor.
Game be like that.
I mean, he's got a lot of money.
Another fast play though from NRG. Wait a second. It's Thorns!
Aye.
Oh my goodness, okay. Just about wrangled that one. Hello.
Again?
Goes the angle. They're slow
They
to a
keep
crawl.
trying to
They're
force
slow
into a
to a
Vyse.
bloody crawl.
I
This
just don't
was
even know what to
this
say.
was still
Trying to
good from
speed up
crew
around
though,
after that one, still
because
to jiggle almost
sorry, this is the
punish
first time they've
Verso.
actually like put the
Barely there.
Vyse over
Threat of life
towards
remaining.
A.
Xeno on the lurk.
So this wasn't
These
really
guys
their
might not
fault.
even look
This
at
was
each
just
other.
crew being a
Timing,
step
there's
ahead.
Potential then. There's fights occurring on all sides of the map.
There's no
There's no
way.
way.
Finesse has somehow gotten all the way past
Quiet
him. I mean,
Lucker,
honestly,
thank you
if he
again
gets into B, they
for
could
the
jump
extra
back into
gifted. I
teleport.
appreciate that
NRG could
also.
play this round out with a Viper's Pit.
Oh, okay. The shot not going to value there. Some even sprays down the two of them.
FNS
being
has
dropped out.
all
The
if they
open front.
somehow
On the wrong side of
get
wall.
the
Good
spike.
spike.
And this is oh
If he
God.
somehow gets the spike.
Okay. Now we're left to watch the
Duckmouse
FNS
34, thank you for the 15 months.
not quite
Appreciate
sure
the
what I'm
prime as well,
watching.
mate.
No, I don't
Thank
know
you for doing
either.
that.
Because the last two rounds
Looks
have
like we're
just been
saving on
people
this. We
getting
might be
killed
here
through
for
smoke,
Yeah.
and then
30
people
seconds.
walking directly past each other without
30
ever
seconds.
seeing the other one.
Yeah.
Like, when was the last time you saw two players
I will
that saw
say
each other and
they are
exchanged honest
really having a
gunfire?
rough time against the Vyse, but
hasn't
it
been for a
also
while.
does
Yeah,
feel
I'll be
like
honest, it hasn't been for a
Shy
while.
individually, if we ignore the agent, is
course
playing
gonna
very
be safe
well.
for Finesse. Can't go for anything here.
And
Maybe,
whoever's
like you
calling the
mentioned, like, he
setups
got
at the
that B long
moment,
control,
they're doing
working
great.
his way up. He was just trying to buy options.
Because the Vyse has pretty
I mean,
much been
genuinely,
every
if that
single
spike
round
is on
they've
the
decided to
left-hand side
go
of the Viper wall,
fast
someone
towards the
gets
site.
it,
The Vyse has
jumps
been
in,
there.
TP.
TP, there's a chance.
And you're playing inside a Viper's Pit in a 2v3.
Yeah.
It's winnable.
It's getting rough though, but overall, liking the game plans from crew, even though it does seem like it's boiling down to a bit of spam into the smokes. But to be honest, I mean, NRG were not hiding their intent with that.
No,
It
not
wasn't like
at
they
all.
were walking up behind the smoke. They were throwing util through an exec,
Yeah,
and they didn't break the Thorns. The Thorns have been there for many rounds in a row.
but it's interesting
Different
because the
setups,
majority of
and they've
rounds,
had, like,
NRG
4
have
different
really been
setups.
playing heavy into B-long,
The
into
wall's
Yeah.
been somewhat
Yeah.
different each
yeah, I
time.
think they do know those vines are there, but
Yeah,
maybe not
this
as
actually, where was the
focused
wall
on
on
it,
this one?
and
This, right?
spending
I
a
think
lot of
there's been at
utility
least
for
4.
showers when they have been testing out that space to
So
play
they're
for
mixing
an
up a
orb,
good amount.
just kind of got lost against them.
That
chaos in
round
some of
I'm
these
pretty
rounds.
sure. Maybe the round before that also I don't
Split the players
100%
up.
know, but I think the Vyse is.
Xeno's deep flash.
And that was the first time the
Was
Vyse
that
was
for
on
a
A.
TP? I'm not too sure.
Believe so, yeah.
So just
A
jump
little
spot,
bait
trying to
in.
make
We've got
this
3 people
yeah,
taking the
little
angle. Do they
bit
consider
spam
him
up
as
the corner. He knows he
this?
plays that. Pushed up and away.
That's a no.
Satchel. Oh, it's making it
honestly,
awkward to try and
FNS
take
did
that
good
fair
though.
Fight. Finesto covers. At least on
Yeah,
the back,
that's a
and
gun
TP
that
has
they
to be
could go
committed,
pick
but
up.
Kesnet needs a bit of a bailout. They pushed him into these players.
Check out Adverso, though.
And
Walked all the way down
Adverso-
into A short.
Oh, this is going to get
Yeah,
clowny.
when they spotted 2 over towards.
I mean, it's so
What? He's
clowny.
done it again.
He doesn't need a bailout. He's going to pull himself up.
Yeah,
He's
alright,
just-
sure. Sprays down to 2 of them. That's a spike
How many
again
times are they going to get multi kills?
in their laps. The win cons are just spelling themselves out. Vyse, he's trying to lurk and hunt down one of the players. Oh, he hits the footsteps. Matt has just missed him. Matt has just missed him. Poor finesse again.
Actually on his head as well.
Into the rainforest
Very
moment,
nice
but Vyse hunting
and
him.
Vyse with that gets a
rooting him out of the
Viper ult,
caves.
and
They
might do that setup over towards short again.
That is between two attackers in their own spawn.
Yeah,
that's the situation.
They could have another setup as well, like the Viper ult with the Vyse wall inside it is just kind of insane.
It's not concrete, but you have sky flashes.
Might even be too much to be honest though.
You can use them proactively if you want to get information of where players are. You don't necessarily have to go for contact pushes, but why not? Vyse is finding the gaps.
I think KRU have also been able to find like the information on where these players from NRG are, and when they see them separated, punish them. Here, Viper's pit down in short.
Insta Viper all over towards short. At the same time, we had a flash deep towards long, and it didn't see anyone, so they keep 3 strong over towards A.
Yeah, and I really like this.
We've got a deep wall over towards showers.
Control.
Prowler goes in just to check that they can.
Gives him an option and a flash as well to play off of this as well, just when it gets triggered, in case it is real.
Oh, they've used a lot of util.
Anyway, just for the acknowledgement that they
okay,
could
I think they just hit the wall now.
Meanwhile, in the pit, it's been a real problem, I think. Sticking point.
The wall should go away. Okay, so they default. They found the wall,
lurk, I guess,
and then
they just seem to be stationary.
You see a solo. I mean, honestly, the solo fade's not too bad. People fake with a solo fade.
And then teleporting back in towards Mata on this A site with the rocket.
Doesn't give you crazy amounts of info. Keep a look at the time. We got 40 seconds on this one, and it looks like it's going to be fake B into take the TP, go back A.
This is a real problem, man. This is a real problem.
They don't even feel comfortable enough to
yeah,
push
the
forward
backup plan. The chat, they're going to have to send it through short. Oh, this is brutal. Mada's going to have to own him with his ult. But Mada's in showers.
Getting away from them because the options are just limited, and Vyse, this guy. Oh, he's embodying the rat right now. Players
I mean, he played incredible. And yeah, they had to then. Oh god, the Thorns is taking him down with the spike.
He had to make a play. There's 10 seconds remaining. This is
a disaster because the one person that was actually able to force through the Viper was the person on showers as well.
Just slipping away.
They want to hunt this one down.
Doesn't really matter too much.
Yeah.
Oh.
NRG trailing 5.
Dude, Shy and Advaso right now.
Take the wins where you can find them, but that's just
Advaso is 16-5. Shy is 11-4.
Had the idea, right? I'm pretty sure it was just sell that fake into the B site, but as soon as KRU showed the presence of the Sky Flash, they got so squeamish.
And I'll shoot them a little bit of bail. This is a hard meta to try and work the map and get rid of all the possible, deep positions. Like you think about Shy's deep wall in showers and a pit down into short. I mean, you have to bait out the wall. You have to try and pull out somebody util, at least even stand a chance.
Someone away from his, so everyone again.
Get ruined by definitely the if you're trying to slow play around
banning around the orbs.
You also can't fast play too often.
We saw KRU into put the vines down in case they go fast. We've got a wall here as well, and Mazzino getting information here with 2 people and Kesnet and double ult over towards it to punish this.
The knife does connect here. This one, a bit more oomph behind it. The horn's going to be broken though. At least deals with the one side of it. Sees up and around. That's a showstopper going forwards, missing the angle. Up onto Mada. Mazzino popping out and through.
Big Mada.
And he needed to do something. He did just that.
FNS's ult gives them a little bit of space. They can't all turtle in this.
But it does allow KRU to get back in.
Someone with the plant gets his ult.
Best players this map for KRU are still in it. Adverso has been on a heater.
Shorty had 2. Oh my goodness. There's no show. Spam into the corner. Som is barely alive. It's on the cusp of it. Auto strike as well into his hands, but of course it's not to play whatsoever.
They're going around with this short. He's checking every single angle.
Just the slightest of pockets finesse though.
This little cubby from Som is nuts.
It's an insurance policy. Just clears out through most of it. Time ticking. Pit in their face as well. And it's inevitable at this point. This will be the 4th round for NRG. Right when they needed it. Familiar scenes to Haven, and for NRG's sake, they're going to be hoping that they can keep it going.
Okay,
almost a repeat.
Wait, Mada actually hit him there.
Look, NRG got the ball rolling towards the end of the first half of Haven,
they kind of need a pistol here though
to close that one out for a win. Getting a little bit back there, Mada with the 4K.
The Vyse caused
trying
issues.
to wake up for NRG. When you think about that insanely close series, NRG beat 100 Thieves on this map to win it all.
Cubby for the Viper, it's pretty sick if that's
He's
the
going to
thing.
need to continue to be if NRG are going to fight back again in another second half comeback.
Absolutely.
Repeat of Haven? I mean, they did do that in Haven. We're expecting Crew's attack to look better than the Haven, though. It's still also kind of hard to play against the Vyse. Sorry, let me just mute this. It's hard to play against the Vyse because the fawns stop you from flooding out. So getting info on the sides and making sure you have the 3-person stack on the site is pretty important. Because you if you're out of place, you can't really help your team too much. Do you think they practiced against this comp much? On Bind at the moment, they probably would have practiced against not this exact comp, I reckon, but probably a Viper without a Vyse and a Vyse maybe without a Viper. That's the issue as well. Loads of people on Bind are playing different things. It's a shame Bind's going out because Bind's in a pretty good spot with comps at the moment. Tay, thank you so much for the Prime. I appreciate the 14 months. Thank you for that.
Well, this is it now. Listen, we've had a lot of fun over the course of this series, a lot of chuckles, a lot of giggles, but it is serious and it's elimination, and these two teams are competing to stay alive in
How much value is there in watching a VOD?
Managed to turn it around. It's similar
the team that failed against the
comp.
comp.
We saw them win a string of rounds on their own defense. Maybe they can do it all again here.
I mean, you're more watching. I mean, there's good value
Absolutely.
in it.
Both these teams coming into kickoff with.
But I think that's the same value as just watching the VOD anyway, right? It doesn't really matter.
In the off season.
I mean, obviously it's nice if someone succeeds against a comp, you can steal what they do.
Tournament, everyone was saying
I think if they,
impressively well, but now fighting for their lives
I mean, yeah.
here. I'll start to
and they really thought about it like that.
They clutched up in the first pistol in this game, but it slipped away in the second. They've got to start off clean here on the second half of Bind before it gets out of control.
Utah's already going to be flying up and overhead.
Dude, they got four win-winning pistols, right? Because they got eco'd. 3-2. And this is what we're talking about, the fact you can't fast flood in, right? You take back a site, you just gotta accept that they've got sight because you can't send it through to the Thorns. Perfect example, but obviously pretty rough for Crew losing so many kills.
Do you dare step in to his lair? Som is still alive. Here with a shorty.
Great damage. Oh, kinda. Oh, they did way more than that, to be honest with you.
Just done enough for him. Wait a minute.
Raid boss Shy. Oh, guys.
By his side.
2v5 at its peak.
4v2 turned to a 2v2. Repositions as well. It's excellent from Crew. Trying to take these peeks into these players. The snake bite pushing them out into the open. The vulnerable applies. Zeno. Countdown of time, and it is ticking indeed for these players. They realize it. Ethan's got off of it. As great a player as you've been, it's too much to overcome. Shy has just absolutely taken over.
Solo won this game.
Another 4K
4-2, 1-1 on this.
He's 17 and 5 right now. I mean, I swear, watching these Crew pistol rounds, it's like watching a good heist movie.
At its peak, it was a 2v5.
In broad daylight.
And the overall idea of NRG, I like it. You know, you're playing with a pack of players in spawn. You're following where potentially the sound cues are. Som's playing in lamps. You don't really expect that. You know, potentially the shorty to be playing on a pistol round in there. It's a cool idea overall from NRG to play onto the pistol, and they just let it slip in a player advantage situation.
Yeah.
Credit to Shy though.
No, you gotta give credit to Shy. He's playing insane.
So I'm just trying to grab the orb and
yeah,
TP over the other
default.
side. Full on orb maxing. He's gonna be 3 off after this round.
100 Thieves classic this is.
Gets killed.
And this from Crew. We see a lot of classics, right? This is the 100 Thieves classic where you get double orbs on your defense. And this right here is probably the most popular anti-eco strat. Exec over towards long, smoke with your lurker that goes through to clean this up. And the lurker's a gun that can go down.
This is a great round for Shy to go on the hunt. Get those ults going for himself too, so expect him in the front lines.
Som himself will probably make a go of things considering how close he is to the ult. The rest of his team, they're probably going to try and go down.
This was also a true FPX buy for Crew in terms of like they had 2 ghosts coming into this.
Yeah,
I would not be surprised if they invested a little bit more and won a couple rifles.
They get a really good buy.
You win the bonus round, that's just lights out.
It's a dangerous looking bonus at that. Zeno, he's hopping around, spotting out
He
his
went
players.
for the...
Will look to go down.
He went to shoot the bodies and actually went down because of it.
The extra snowball, but looks like all guns were recovered as well, if they even went down at all. So take a look at how dangerous that bonus round is looking now for Crew.
Yep, there's a Vandal.
Yeah, bonus is looking good, and this is the thing that worries me.
Crew won a challenge, and look, with the Outlaw surviving, 3 players on light armor.
Yeah, talking about the
NRG
right
are
stuff.
not gonna have a walk in the park for this one.
No, they're not. And at this point, it's looking all the more likely that Crew are finally going to get. I don't want to curse it too early, but
sure.
Listen, this org has never won against FNS-led teams in the history of Valorant.
I mean, today was only the 2nd map they've ever taken off them.
Exactly. It's always been dominance. Times are changing though, and so are the expectations. Wow.
Yeah, and after seeing so many, rotate comes in from Mada.
With Mada coming in on the rotate.
They might have to nade smoke back. Oh, okay, they're not going to fight it.
Just calling for the pause here, Crew. Hoping for that
Solar Vyse was bad? No, Solar Vyse is fine if you have the Viper Brim. But when we saw it earlier, people were doing a Solar Vyse without the Viper, so you only had one smoke.
From the NRG players now.
Here comes the hit.
Yeah, they know what's going to be occurring. They've got the players into the right positions. It just comes down to the gunplay in a stall. It's a nade pulled out of them. A bit of spam occurring on either side here. Mada actually drifting and does go down to it. 3 players though. Caught with the knife, but caught with a util out in your hands.
Guys owned it.
Drop 2 is these.
And FNS and Som need to clean this one up. And does Shy just ult?
Seal Garden earned up, hopping up on top of the ledge.
Yeah, and now they get over towards site.
The
There's no more util really. Kesnet has
a very good.
Satchel. Dude, Kesnet tanked the spam.
Guess the actual planning of that one, knocking these players down to low HP.
But NRG have no flank coming in. They've got no flashes to get back onto site. They've got no smokes.
Verno has
they have to
full
go into
util.
every fight disadvantaged.
Just looking for any chance they can. Molly's sent flying, swings are coming, but it's a little bit too late for that. Still FNS off from around the sides, but he's dropped down to just 10 HP himself. Distraction needs to be made, but the players have just got their watchful eyes on every single possible angle. They want to take this gun away too. At that, there is no remorse
they win a
inside from Crew.
bonus. It's 11-4, and NRG is sitting.
This is just a stellar
literally
start.
3K basically.
I wondered if it was going to be a repeat of what we saw to Haven, but this is the complete opposite. Pistol rounds to the bonus conversion at this point. It doesn't even matter about
Shy's playing insane.
There's 2 more rounds that stands between Crew.
It's one of the best maps I've seen him have because he's been so dominant. He's been locking down everywhere.
Shy, the man of the hour, right? He's the guy that buys the Vandal this round. He's the one that finds the opener on Ethan. Keeps getting those kills, which unlocks the ultimate, which gives them the site for free, forces all those players off to retake flashless, smokeless. It's his individual play.
You have to be one hell of a timeout, and honestly,
so simple for Crew to move forward.
You tell him to force.
What you even need at this point?
Might have to.
Timeouts for NRG.
I mean, truthfully,
I think it's 2 people at 3,400,
NRG have played in
and then 3 people at 3,000.
But it's been
so you can be like Guardians,
dropping 30. It's
Bulldogs,
been Ethan dropping 30. Even
maybe
Som,
one judge
they
you
lost
could
against
judge
Cloud9 on
Hookah.
Fracture, dropping 30. This is the first time you're seeing NRG without a guy. They've got no guy in this game today.
Yeah, it's parity at the bottom. No one's being able to like pick up the pieces, and given that miracle round that they might need to really get started. And listen, start of day, I was getting interrogated.
Guardian, yeah, Guardian's really strong, dude. I would say.
Now you're getting vindicated.
I'm getting
I
vindicated.
would say, to be honest, I do think the Guardian buy's gone up a little bit this year, though.
What happens if Mada,
but I mean, yeah,
Ethan,
you're not
Verno,
wrong. It's an incredibly strong gun.
We might be seeing it. Not to boil it all down, just the gunplay.
What do we actually get on this? 1, 2, 3 Guardians.
Sometimes it is the gunplay that can bail you out of tough rounds.
Yeah.
And you look at that, that's what Crew been finding consistently.
Vector.
They have won so many 4v5s, and now they get a chance to win a 5v4.
That's a brutal beginning. Vanessa's just peeking for info there. Head off the shoulders. He has to watch from the spectator seat.
And it sort of forces NRG to go for this walk into short to get some info back to say,
that's
hey,
at least
we
nice
could be
though, and I will say they at least they don't know someone might be in front of this, so they gotta just clear all of this.
War was triggered.
Wow.
And while they go clear all of this,
up in heaven.
Verno is taking a lot of space. This is a big play by them. In terms of the reaction in a 4v5, you can't get much better than this. Vano locks down all of B. 3 people here.
He's just going to pause there in sand. Because maybe crew have to teleport back into him.
Here's the dog though, and he wants to go for it. Feels like an exec.
Okay, dog doesn't see. Oh, see Som. So how do they want to play this now? Oh my god, they did the most perfect thing. But Vono, that's the spike.
Oh, wait a minute, that's a spike drop down. His chances here for him, but no, okay, stolen. Straight away, Som going for the swing. Bit of Ferrari speed off the back of that one.
30 seconds.
Shai's not going to know what hit him. Zeno's still going to be sticking this one, and Verno taking these fights, isolating the angles, winning it out. Getting the confidence back here for NRG and a massive player advantage.
Verno calling reinforcements. Subakez is fighting forward!
Forced out though, wide into the open with the nade itself, and that...
Okay, Verno did really good on this. What the hell?
With a peak like that still.
Chat, this reaction in the 4v5 is probably one of the best I've
Find
seen.
an angle and they take it.
2-person push off short, breaks the wall, and then while they're searching if anyone pushed through,
even
they
though
take
that
space back. That was
window
awesome.
just barely slipped him by, the fact he gets back in time, punches down the op, with the spike rather. Wow, that's a nice shot.
Not too much you can do
You
on
see
that.
that step up from the players. Really, I mean, it is individualistic, right? They're just taking the timings.
But when you get the information of heavy stacks of teams, especially when the attacking team is showing you where they are, Bind just has too many lanes to be able to walk up. You've got to look for those sometimes risky timings, but more often than not,
Rimmel on defense, Seeker's on attack, and Kesnet 2 away from his ult. Money, another important round for NRG. They're not out of it yet. Got to win this one. Make sure that crew eco, and then they can start building up their own recon.
Need to try and flush him out with a boombot on the side as well. Kesnet just a lot of pressure being sent out by him alone. Shy even with the deep wall. I actually love this position.
Oh,
here.
okay. What was that? Maybe the wall went up over towards short. Not entirely sure on this one.
Maybe just a bit of
I was just about to compliment the default from crew. This is nice. Go over towards showers. Put the deep wall down.
Over into the B site, but
let's see here. Could be.
Anchoring this down. I didn't see the timing of his knife, but
it's good because they have to commit over towards him. You can be off angle. No, this is nice.
This stalled by cycling the wall. Once that goes down, Ethan pops the knife. Still have a seize to make sure players can't get out of
knife is good. It's only going to hit one, but it's still good timing.
Very good stall util in the hands of the NRG players.
Beautiful.
Like I said, it's going to hit all 3.
It's
perfect.
Sees follow it up. Oh, into the corner. There is no surviving that. Is that a flash through?
Yeah, they were just tucked into the corner as well. Very nice. And this is what they want to do in terms of keeping it
just
clean.
A little bit of everything there.
Because everyone could do with this money.
Could be so versatile. Comboing different abilities. That's a round though.
Dude, I was so sure this knife wasn't going to clear though. It's kind of sick.
And listen, that's what it takes, one round at a time. NRG know this. They've got that veteran presence. They've been in spots like
clear
this
as well, and
not the type of team
NRG are happy that they're saving. Like they're in for keeping this money.
And I'd say NRG's
don't have to do anything.
What has impressed me the most, I really like the way Ethan and Finesse are usually playing on this side of the map. This time it was Ethan and Verno. But even though they're usually on the weaker side, the way they cycle their util, it's very hard to find that window to get in against them.
That opening kill with Finesse, just when the wall goes up.
This is the most perfect ult.
The low timing can be taken.
That was awesome.
I like it.
Okay, that was the most half-committed fist bump I've ever seen.
You gotta put some oomph into it. You gotta believe, you know? You gotta believe. Finesse is like that though, you know.
Okay, a lot of talk about the orbs once again.
I don't care how he fist bumps.
Exactly.
Okay, a crew just gonna send it up short when there's a lot of pressure because of the orbs.
It's the case, one round at a time here for crew.
It's a nice call, especially when you're eco. Because they're gonna, in theory, get these anyway with deaths.
Prior round, but not too much.
Yeah, the deep smoke completely wrecks their original plan. So they wanted to do, so this Vyse lineup is the mollies that go here, so they wanted to do deep smoke, send it up to short. Everyone's focusing on the sides because of the orbs, which means that short is weak and then they can just take back sight and then maybe pinch over towards showers.
Prepared for it. That same vine sent backside, really good.
Still kind of worked. They got through over towards sight, but that seize just hit everyone and just stopped them from hitting over towards sight.
One of your rifle players on crew as well. It's going to be dropped to the
Obi
side.
Macaroni with the prime. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate that. Thank you for the 11 months. Appreciate the prime.
2 pieces. The round is unraveling step by step here. Shy does well.
Yeah, we've seen him lose a 2v5 before with some dying as the first death, so
it's 2 versus 4.
Tune in a little bit.
Spike is hard committed. There's only 38 seconds left. You're running out of options, and at this point,
saving. Looks like we're saving. Guys, go and spawn.
11 rounds up for KRU, but I'm starting to get worried about the way that
KRU,
they're playing. Their
KRU will
attack
time
sides
out,
are just.
I feel like
It could be just another one-sided game. It looks closer because they won the pistol and the bonus, but
yeah. It's a weird spot to be in for them now because you realize, okay, if we tried to run these fast execs, we're just going to get stalled out by utility. We're going to get either pummeled by the Vyse on one side, or sorry, not the Vyse, the Viper on one side, and just stalled out by that, or the combination of KO and Fade
spike
utility.
down.
But if we
Yeah,
slow play,
Vanna's
now we know
util here
one
was
has gotten up, and that could
pretty
be
much
anywhere.
perfect.
And we're not really playing a comp that's so well versed at dealing with the ops because they've got the sky.
really not. A lot of ults close to coming online here for NRG on top of that.
Yeah, you know, I'd say the best news for KRU is that they only need 2 rounds, and they've got more good ults than rounds they need to win.
Sick as
2
well.
rounds are the hardest ones to get.
That's
Even
true.
a final one on top of it,
Especially
man.
when you turn the corner through short, past the smoke.
Oh, the replay.
It's going to
look at
insta-reveal
that.
you.
Yeah, that's half-hearted.
That's a reverse turkey, we call it.
Don't worry, we'll go over that. We'll the reverse turkey.
Yeah, you ever seen that when you do a high five someone that's trying to fist bump you? That's a turkey.
Yeah,
but he did it reverse style. Yeah,
that was
it's
not
ugly.
nice. I didn't like that. I didn't like
no
what
one
we just
liked
did.
it.
We tried to do that off camera. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. Just felt off. Timeout taken here by KRU. They're popping off because
nice
there's a lot of
early
adjustment
timeout,
needs to be
really.
made, but it's hard to do it. I mean, I was making mention of it, man. We are in I guess the modern era of Valorant currently right now is quite defensive-sided. You need to think about so many different variables, util you need to pull out.
Sure.
And every single agent that NRG are running with this composition can stall you out. Snake bites, mollies, nades, everything.
Yeah, the thing is, like, this map is incredibly attack-sided as long as you get the spike down.
Yeah, get the spike down, get the
hard.
ults, you can chain them into an advantage. But
exactly. But they haven't really been planting, is the thing. They've just been getting killed and stalled on time so far.
It's really...
Sort of what I'm looking at now for KRU is because they've got the Seekers and the Showstopper, a very strong combination to actually get yourself into a site. You just follow the Seekers as you exec in.
They boosted them up, right? So started over towards here because they got the Razor. They go for anti-Razor setup. And they satchel the brim on top of the truck. And then obviously they might see the raise over towards here, so they're going to think the top of truck is not possible because obviously only the raise can get there. So this there's a lot of teams doing this at one point. G2 did a cool one where they like double satcheled one either side.
Here we go. Explosive is called. Not too sure what the trigger was.
And FNS tanked it. Wait.
Isn't it just drifting down to the floor? Going to be meeting his demise. Hello, walking through the thorns, just trying to escape out.
Literally no damage to him. It did like I think I'm so confused. I thought he was dead.
Pause in the Seekers now going to be offloaded. Flash deep in through the site, trying to split this one up and away. Nobody Oppa's playing, but not a lot of control. Most of the other sections.
Still a hard retake. They should wait for Verno for Prowler. Ethan flash over the top, maybe.
If they take this one steadily, they should have good chances.
Here comes the flash. Always a good flash.
Flash over the top. Molly on top of it. Oh my god, the bullet's just about missing, and these Alpha players
have to flash him out again, mate.
Playing a part into the action at some point.
Another flash coming in. Please flash before you turn this.
Down over the top. Nade up and around. Ward needs to be at least dropped in here. Gunfight's one out, at least on either side. Traded here with a Nightfall on top of it. No more sound cues, and Shy is
the guy, and he's actually him, dudes. He's just gonna solo win this game.
Doesn't matter.
He's gonna solo win this game for sure.
And he'll take aim.
He's won so many rounds.
What a beast! Shy is just completely unleashed in this game so far. And again, you can see it's a 4v5. Another 4v5 that KRU win.
Yeah, and you did that second flash to go over the top.
The re-hit worked.
It's hard from that angle.
Playing inside tube here was just a thing of beauty.
He's got to go spawn and do it.
Up to 12 for KRU. One more round is all that stands between them winning this, knocking out NRG. For KRU will be first win they've got against Finesse Core teams, Envy, Optic, all the way to NRG. Just a jiggle, Ethan has to play his life a little bit further back here with a deep knife.
Hey, 5 chances, dude. They got
to show up
a really good go at this.
Re-hit into this site. 2 flashes to work with. And he's got his buddy
Mata has his ult. Oh, I mean, they're going to get Vyse into the corner, and Vyse is going to Vyse ult this for the send. It's our backup guns.
Overlaid on top. Players trying to drift up, and the TPs are called. Pushing them back, there's an orbital strike, but there's a little bit delayed still on Verso. Nasty shot. Everybody corralled, everybody collected up. Showstopper, rebound.
No way, dude, what's going on with the Raze ults?
Shy! My goodness! Off onto the corner, already collected the two, and it leaves it down to Finesse.
Shy has had such an insane map.
Throughout the history of VCT, his teams have always been able to get it done. But this is the unthinkable made manifest. This is KRU when everybody doubted them.
It's a 1v3, or
taking that step forward.
We don't see you for
Finesse
5 weeks.
Trying to do it, spotted out, flash in his face, no chance at
Shout
all.
out to Shy, what an absolute map. Adverso had a good map, but Shy had a crazy map. Yeah, and everyone's just like, thanks, dudes. We'll take that.
What a show KRU just put on for us today. I mean, 3 maps.
Dude, their Vyse stuff was nice though as well, and they changed it up a lot.
Playing like an absolute
It felt like he had the read as well. The amount of smoke kills he was getting also.
Plus maybe.